Right, my last unboxed game. This is something I'm really gutted about because I do really want to get the box for this. Gunstar Heroes by Treasure. Fantastic game. Absolutely. This is another one of the most well-known games on the Mega Drive. So you probably all know about it, but yeah, it's kind of like, it was the Mega Drive's Contra, if you will. Firing in all directions, hundreds of power-ups, mad explosions, two-player action, yeah. The works, definitely the works. Probably better than Contra, if you ask me. But then again, that's probably another reason why I prefer the Mega Drive to the Super Nintendo, yeah. Right, anyway, that was just the unboxed games. Now to get to this friggin' pile. This is gonna be fun. Okay. VectorMan. One of my favourites. A lot of these are my favourites, to be honest. This is what I like to call sort of a console maximizer, actually. And what I mean by that is it came out at the end of the console's lifespan, and it took full advantage of it by delivering fantastic graphics and gameplay. And VectorMan is definitely a good case of that. The graphics are incredible, you know, probably better than... Well, I suppose there has been stuff on the Super Nintendo, but not a lot on the Super Nintendo that looks better than this. But yeah, it's fairly simple, you know, it's just like a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, with a few unique levels in between. And I'm being shouted on, be right back. Yeah, damn it! Aye! Okay, sorry about that, and you've probably noticed a fair change in the framing. Zoomed out a bit more or something. But yeah, it's because this couch was moved a bit because I had to get room to go into the cupboard there to pull out all these games, and I had to push it back to get out the door, and yeah, you don't care. Anyway, we were talking about VectorMan. I pretty much explained everything I wanted to. One of my favourites, platforming galore, and yeah, fantastic. Splatterhouse 2, and again, this is another Genesis box for some reason. I don't know why, but I've not played this game to the extent that I wanted to. I need to get round to it, because this is a really good game. I love the style. It was one of the first, like, bloody games. In fact, it gives you a little warning at the bottom. It was before the rating system was in, and a lot of gamers just find that amazing, myself included, you know. And yeah, I do like this game, really I do. I just need to sit down and play it some, you know. But I'm sure I will at some point. What we got here? Right, I got another series here, so you're going to have to excuse me while I pull out the rest of the games. Right. Phantasy Star 2. I have the original Phantasy Star on the Master System, but again, for another video. I've tried to play this like 2 or 3 times now. I sat down not long ago, I said, right, I'm going to play Phantasy Star and I'm going to like it. But it's hard, it's seriously hard. And I found out why it's hard, by the way. It turns out when you visit a town in Phantasy Star 2, if you go back to the first town and into the main character's house, you will actually meet another party member that can come with you. And I did not know this. I got like 10-15 hours in with just the main 2 characters without knowing this. Then I finally read up, why is this so hard? I read up on a fact and I'm like, wait, you can go back and get other party members to help you out? And I was like, facepalm. So yeah, I stopped playing it and tried to concentrate on other RPGs, but I will be playing through and beating this game at some point, mark my words, because I have beaten the first one and I really enjoyed that. Right. Phantasy Star 3. Haven't played it, if I'm honest. It's kind of seen as the black sheep of the Phantasy Star series, and by looking at it, you can tell it was made by different people. But I will be giving it a shot. Yeah, definitely. Now, after I beat the first Phantasy Star, I had Phantasy Star 2 there, but then I bought this, and for some reason I went right to it, Phantasy Star 4. Now, the other Phantasy Stars, Phantasy Star 1 and 2, they haven't really aged that well. I still enjoy them, but, you know, you couldn't really release them today. Phantasy Star 4, however, fixes that. It is really, really good. You know, on par, in fact, better than any Final Fantasy I've played. I just enjoyed it that much. The music, yeah. It's one of those games that holds a place in my heart. It's funny because I've totally become a Phantasy Star addict as of late. I've been trying to buy all the games, and yeah, I've only really fell in love with this series in the past year. So yeah, Phantasy Star, I love this series a lot. Yeah. Right, I see these two here, so let's just get them out of the way. FIFA 95, FIFA 96, next game, Alien Storm. I picked this up purely because it was sort of an arcade game by Sega. Well, it's not an arcade game. Well, it's a beat 'em up style. But yeah, you play as like some Ghostbusters or something. That's what they look like. Taking out aliens, and it's that whole 2.5D sort of style of gameplay, and it's fun. I like it. Not as good as a Streets of Rage or Golden Axe. I think I do need to sit down and play it some more actually. But yeah, good. It's solid regardless. Right. Quackshot. No wait, this is wrong. Okay, turns out I do have 56 games. I'm confusing the fuck out of you guys, aren't I? Yeah, it's like... Hold on. I know it's here somewhere. See, I used to have this game, but I don't. I've lost the cartridge for it. I've had this box for 15 years plus, you know. I know I bought it. I know it's here somewhere. Don't give me... There it is. Okay. Yeah, here's the individual box that I got from a shop for Castle of Illusion, which was included in this. And I'll probably buy Quackshot separately as well, but I'll save that. I'll save an explanation for Quackshot until I actually buy it. But yeah, Castle of Illusion, one of the gems of my childhood actually. I'm really looking forward to Epic Mickey, because I grew up with a lot of Mickey Mouse games. One of which I don't currently have, which was Mickey Mania. But this was the other one. Yeah, a really simple game where you just... really simple, just platformer. And I'm pretty sure it was originally for the Master System, they just ported it to the Genesis. Did I just say Genesis? Thumbs down this video, please. Fuck me. Yeah, for the Mega Drive. But it's like... really, really fun. I'm serious. It's just... It is a very classic game. Definitely check it out. And here's another Mickey Mouse game that I picked up. And I would have to call this, even though I grew up with Mickey Mania and Castle of Illusion, I would have to call this the best Mickey Mouse game of its kind. And that is World of Illusion. Yeah, it's World of Illusion. Aye. That's Castle of Illusion. I get confused, but yeah. Really, really beautiful, magical experience. It really is. You know, it just captures that old Disney feel. You know, pre the Jonas Brothers and Miley Cyrus, of course. But and the co-op is a lot of fun as well. I actually let's played this with Tezchi. We never did beat it, but I think the ending was epic. But fantastic game, truly is. Okay. What do we have here? Forgot I had this. It's actually the instructions for Sonic and Knuckles. It's funny, I think Sonic and Knuckles, the cartridge came in like a cardboard box, didn't it? Wasn't it? Because we probably would have lost that at some point, definitely. But yeah, I kept the instructions because I do remember going to a shop and buying it with my dad when I was really, really young, and I was like totally excited, you know. Right. Yet another Genesis box, Bonanza Brothers. Corona 180 actually wanted to co-op LP this like it was probably a year and a half ago by now, and I didn't really like what I played at first for some reason. But then these guys, what's their name? Mobo and Robo, I believe. There's no instructions with this. I'm gonna have to re-buy it now. But Mobo and Robo, I think that's their names. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, they were in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and that was kind of when I thought, you know what, maybe I'll give this game another chance. And I did, and sure enough, I enjoyed it this time. I don't know why, maybe I just didn't feel like playing it at the time, but now I really like it. And I did actually play through it with a real-life friend of mine. We didn't beat it, we were at the last friggin' level and we died, but it's seriously a lot of fun. You do kind of need to play this game with two people. It's still a good game on its own, but just nowhere near as fun. So, James Pond 2, codename Robocod. I've LP'd this. It's sort of a Christmassy game, so yeah, check out the LP. I've been at this for ages. Mega Games 1. This includes Super Hang-On, which... Hold on. Hold Hold on. Hold on. Here it is. Super Hang-On, which I already have. And Columns and Italia 90. Columns is a really good puzzle game. I don't really have much to say on it that you guys don't know already. As for Super Hang-On, I got it purely because it was Hang-On, you know, Yu Suzuki. I'm not sure if this is the same one as you play in Shenmue. Probably isn't, but still, a good motorcycle game, but obviously you want to play it in the arcade. It's just sort of a lazy port, but I'm not gonna complain. Still a classic. Right. Super Thunder Blade, one of the absolute gems of my childhood, seriously. Used to play this game a lot when I was a kid. Absolutely adore it. Sega, well, Panzer Dragoon was sort of Sega's answer to Star Fox, but this has that same, you know, moving forward ordeal. Much better graphics than on the Master System. Yeah, it was on the Master System as well. Well, this is the sequel to the game. But really, really fun, awesome. Decap Attack, and no, I'm not gonna say it. And I'm now just realising how little I cared about manuals, and now I'm like, for some reason, I can't buy a game without a manual, and I'm so sad.